Cher is a debut feature from writer-director Pippa Bianco, based on her own short film, and it draws inspiration from real-life events. We're taken into the world of Amanda, young British actress Rianne Barretto, whose late-night partying results in her lying passed out on the lawn outside her parents' house. They're Kerry, Puna Janagathan, and Mickey, J.C. Mackenzie. She can't remember what happened, but she's soon reminded of a night misspent when she receives text images of herself out to it, having her underwear pulled down by a group of her schoolmates. She just wants to find out what happened to her after that, but no one is talking. When her parents discover what's happened, they insist she report the incident, despite her reluctance. But that just leads to her increasing isolation, from her teammates on the basketball team, from the young men that are targeted by the police for complicity in the crime, all except for Dylan, Charlie Plummer, who wants to support her, as does her friend Jenna, Lovey Simone.
Hey, I've been thinking about you.
This is an austere film that actually addresses important issues, the posting of degrading behaviour by young men on social media. Is it fun? Just a prank? Well, no. The repercussions for all are actually very serious. For the young woman at the centre of the so-called prank, and for the young men who have to bear responsibility for their actions. Cher's an award-winning film for its young actress, Rianne Barretto, and for the filmmaker Pippa Bianco, who deserves a lot of praise for addressing a Me Too issue with such a calm eye. The film requires patience from its audience as it tries to sort out what actually happened that night. Performances are all solid, but if I have any qualms about it, it is in its elusiveness. I actually found it hard to sort out what seemed to happen from what actually did. And it's not easy accepting the resolution. It seemed to be just slightly predictable and not all that satisfactory. Graham?
Well, I found the elusiveness really interesting in this because it's elusive to the central character. And I love the idea that we rarely leave her. She's absolutely the centre of her own narrative. And this rarely happens in this kind of film. We often, follow the police investigation, or we follow the parents, or we follow the other people involved. But here the concentration is totally on her. She gradually closes down in one aspect of her character. The other aspect is trying to find out what is happening, which is where the elusiveness comes into it. I thought it was really absolutely compelling and beautifully crafted. This young director is really a big talent. The composition of the shots and the use of the electronic score by, I think, a guy called Shlomo is absolutely terrific. The constant dings that happen through the score. Wherever we are, we hear dings. People are trying to communicate with each other or to pass things across. They're sharing. The word share is such a dreadful word now. Share, dominates our lives, and it dominates this film. That constant, irrepressible ding that runs throughout it. It's frightening.
I think this is, quite a good film. I would give it 3.5 stars.
I'm going to give this 4.5. I thought this was a terrific film.
I just wanted to say that I'm sorry and that he didn't mean it. All right? I know my son. He didn't do anything at that party that any other kids didn't do. All right? And by the way,
go to the car.
We both know that those charges are bullshit and they're going to get dropped. And it's not criminal stuff.
No,
Look, whatever. You may not like it and I may not like it.
Bullshit? Yeah, well, those charges aren't bullshit.